Every human feared her. The alien giantess towered over cities like living mountains. Her skin shimmered with an eerie silver glow, and her eyes held galaxies within them. Wherever she walked, the ground trembled, and her voice echoed like thunder, leaving those who heard it paralyzed with fear. Entire fleets of the most advanced human warships had tried to challenge her once, but none had returned. People whispered her name in fear, Zyra, the devourer of worlds. And yet, no one truly knew her. Only that she appeared from the dark edges of the cosmos and demanded absolute obedience or death. On a small research colony on the planet Orvax, humans scrambled to hide whenever she appeared. Scientists peered through reinforced windows, soldiers gripped their weapons, and children clutched their parents' hands, shivering at the thought of her shadow crossing the sky. But there was one man who was different. Cale Arden was not a soldier, nor a wealthy diplomat. He was a simple engineer who repaired the colony's outdated machines. He had studied the legends, the sightings, the fear, and yet, instead of feeling terror, something strange stirred in his heart whenever Zyra appeared. He first saw her properly from a distance, her massive form bending the clouds as she walked across the horizon. Most people screamed. Cale did not. Instead, he marveled at her sheer presence, the grace hidden within that terrifying strength. Her loneliness, though, struck him most. Even the stars in her eyes seemed sad. Rumors had spread that she had rejected every human who dared approach her. Some said she could sense their intentions, that she could read hearts. And yet, Cale felt no fear, only a strange, irresistible pull. One night, as Zyra descended near the colony, Cale did something no human had dared. He stepped out into the open, hands empty, and met her gaze. The ground shook beneath his feet, and the air crackled with tension. Soldiers shouted, trying to pull him back, but Cale did not move. Zyra lowered her massive head, her eyes locking onto him. Silence fell, thick and heavy. Everyone expected screams, destruction, maybe even death, but Cale simply spoke. I want to know you, he said. I want to understand you. And I want to be with you. A hush fell over the colony. Humans could not believe what they were hearing. No one had ever spoken to her this way. Cale's voice was calm, but every word carried sincerity, courage, and something deeper, a spark of hope that humans had long forgotten in the presence of monsters. Zyra tilted her head. Her eyes, vast and shimmering, studied him as if weighing every fiber of his being. Then, slowly, impossibly, she knelt down. Her face came closer, revealing features that were surprisingly delicate, almost human in their expression of curiosity and caution. You dare propose? Her voice rumbled like a distant storm. Cale nodded. Yes. I do not fear you. I see you. Not just your strength, but your loneliness, your heart. For a moment, it seemed the world held its breath. Even the wind dared not blow. Then, a sound like distant thunder rolled across the valley, not a roar of anger, but a soft, almost musical hum. Zyra's eyes softened, and a shimmer of silver light danced along her skin. No human has ever spoken like this, she said. Your courage, it is unlike anything I have seen. Cale took a careful step closer, feeling the tremor beneath him, yet unafraid. I want to be your friend. Your partner. I want to share your life, even if it is different from ours. For hours, they simply stood there, an impossible pair in the quiet of the night, one human, one giantess, bound not by fear, but by something more profound, understanding. Then, in a voice that could have split mountains, Zyra spoke softly, almost to herself. Perhaps you are the first human who can truly see me. Not as a threat, but as a being. The colony watched in awe as she extended a massive hand, careful not to crush him, offering a gesture of trust no human had ever received. Cale reached out, taking it in his own hands, feeling warmth radiate from her enormous body. It was a moment that changed everything. Word spread across human colonies, and fear slowly gave way to curiosity. Perhaps not all that was powerful needed to be destroyed. Perhaps some things, some beings, needed to be understood. And for Cale, the engineer who had dared to see beyond fear, a bond was formed that would echo through the cosmos. Love, courage, and understanding had triumphed over terror. A single human heart had touched the life of a being feared by all, and nothing would ever be the same again.